Good morning, dear students. Welcome to this new scholastic year 2020-21. After these many days of lockdown at home, you may be tired or you may be finding difficulty to be at home. And I am sure that you are eagerly waiting to come back to your beloved school. And you classroom students, this year is an important year for your life. As your classroom students, this year is a turning point in your life. You have to let go of all the external activities and you have to concentrate so much on your academic sessions. Yes, dear students, once again I welcome each of you to this new scholastic year 2020-21. I am Sister Manju, your English teacher. Let us begin today's session with a short prayer. Let us invoke the blessings of the Almighty God. Let us close our eyes for a moment and invoke the blessings of God upon our family members, upon our school, and upon each of us. Yes, dear students, welcome back once again. And here I am going to take the poem by William Wordsworth. The poem is Lines Written in Early Spring. William Wordsworth is a major English romantic poet, and he is known as the poet of the nature. Now, as you see in this video, you see a lot of beautiful things in the nature. Especially as you get up in the morning, you can hear the chirping of the birds and many other varieties of sounds coming from the nature. This all gives a lot of comfort for us. Here, William Wordsworth discovers how he unfolds a world of beauty and happiness from the nature. He speaks about a season of spring. We know that there are a lot of seasons come and go in a year, and we are experiencing all these seasons in our life. As the life cycles change, the seasons too changes. Now, let me give a brief introduction of the poem. The William Wordsworth speaks about the poem and he compares the human thoughts and the world around us. Humans do all atrocities among themselves. They create discord and disharmony. They fight and kill themselves. All these wrongdoings are against the holy plan of the nature. In the world of nature, everything coexists in perfect harmony. Humans not only harm themselves, but also destroy nature. They demolish the ecosystem to satisfy their greed. When we look around the nature, we know that in order to make some flats and some other buildings or multi-hotels, we destroy the nature in order to make our life more comfortable. We do not think of the future world or the future generation. We simply live for our daily existence. This poem is set out the historical background of the French Revolution and its associated conflicts and commotions. Apart from the natural world, human world is full of pain and problems of self-creation. We know that especially this coronavirus itself is somewhat of man-made. Because of our carelessness, lack of care for the other, we create this sickness and the sickness is spreading all around the world. Now I am going to read the poem for you. I am already sending the poem in the PDF file. You can go through it. And once again, I am going to read it. Lines Written in Early Spring by William Wordsworth. I heard 1,000 blended notes, while in a grove I sat reclined. In that sweet mood, when pleasant thoughts bring sad thoughts to the mind. To her fair works did nature link the human soul that through me ran, and much it grieved my heart to think what man has made of man. Through primrose tufts in that green bower, the periwinkle trailed its wreaths, and 'tis my fate that every flower enjoys the air it breathes. The birds around me hopped and played. Their thoughts I cannot measure, but the least motion which they made, it seemed a thrill of pleasure. The budding twigs stretched out their fan to catch the breezy air, and I must think, do all I can, that there was pleasure there. If this belief from heaven be sent, if such be nature's holy plan, have I not reason to lament what man has made of man? Yes, dear students, these are the few stanzas of William Wordsworth. He speaks about the nature and what man is doing towards the nature. The first stanza, I heard 1,000 blended notes while in a grove I sat reclined in that sweet mood when pleasant thoughts bring sad thoughts to the mind. The poet once sits in a grove. Grove means the trees are growing in a forest together, we can see. When you go out for a picnic or elsewhere, or the forest when you visit, you can see the trees growing. The poet once was sitting in such a grove in a very calm and relaxed mood. Especially when we go out, maybe in the rubber garden or in the forest or elsewhere, we feel lot of relaxation. So the same way, the poet was sitting very calm and in a relaxed mood. He heard lot of various sounds and songs. He finds solace means comfort, and becomes much pleased in the songs of the birds and music of the woods. Now even as you listen to the nature, you can hear lot of noises, and even through this video you might hear the chirping of different birds. So that gives lot of comfort for your own self, and it will give you a lot of relaxation for your mind too. At the same time, some awful thoughts came into the mind of the poet, and he became very sad again. So all of a sudden, he was very happy and he was in a relaxed mood. But all of a sudden, a sad thought came in his mind, and that made him more sad or sorrowful. This is what the first stanza is speaking about. And the second stanza, to her fair works did nature link the human soul that thought me ran, and much it grieved my heart to think what man has made of man. And he speaks about, and he is saying that the nature is linked with a lot of happiness. The beautiful work that is in the nature, the Almighty God has created this world with a lot of beautiful things. And he knows and he speaks to us that the nature is linking with the one with the other. The human soul that through me ran, the thoughts about the human person suddenly came into his mind. And much it grieved my heart to think what man has made of man. And grief means sorrowful. All of a sudden he became sorrowful again by thinking about the thoughts of man, what man has made of man. We know that what people are doing to each other. They are killing each other, especially even this time of coronavirus, as we are all locked down in our own homes. We know that the lot of atrocities that are going on in the world, especially in our own states too. The one is killing the other, and we are not concerned about the human person. Dear students, here I have explained only about the two stanzas. The next video, we shall share the rest of the stanzas. Meantime, I want all of you to go through the poem once again and be prepared. Write down the meanings of the words, learn it properly, and if you have any doubts, call me up and ask. The rest of the things we shall have in the next video. Thank you.